the way it handled. Good job, Ford.
The Interceptor is basically like the Bluesmobile. It's got cop tires, cop suspension, cop shocks.
Car's got cop tires, cop suspension, cop brake, a bunch of stuff that it can handle as well as a bajillion-pound car can handle. These things stop on the side of the road all the time, and the likelihood of someone smashing into them is higher than you might think. Luckily, the Explorer Interceptor beats up in the back and is rated for a mind-blowing 75-mile-an-hour impact to the rear. And these modifications come together to make the most capable police car Ford, or you know what, anyone else has ever built.
Right now, receive a $50 reward card when you test drive any new Hyundai sedan or SUV. Only at your local Hyundai dealer. Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like. Learn more at HyundaiUSA.com.
This car was outfitted by West Coast License Sirens in Riverside, California. Right? Tummy Stuffer on the 215. You're welcome, Tummy Stuffer. I love your name.
This field is so treacherous.
Right after a word from ours. Hey guys, this episode of Bumper to Bumper is sponsored by Honey. If you do don't know what it is, Honey is a sweet browser extension that automatically finds and applies coupon codes. Oh my! It's free and easy to install on your computer in just 2 clicks. So shop with confidence. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/bumper. That's joinhoney.com/bumper. Honey, the smart shopping assistant that saves you time and money. Thanks again to Honey for sponsoring this episode of B2B. This is what makes a cop car a cop car. The light bar. This one is made by Federal Signal. We all dread seeing red and blue lights flash in our rearview mirrors, but that's not the only thing this puppy can do. The LEDs can change between a bunch of different modes depending on what the officer wants. You need to light up a big area? There's also different flash options that can help direct traffic. See, it's not just there to pull you over, it's also there to tell you that they just pulled someone else over. If you've ever watched a live police chase on the internet or on the television, you may have noticed the numbers on top of the cars. These allow the car to be identified from the air, so a helicopter can direct the cruiser towards persons of interest with ease. Hey, Keith, the guy is down there. Nope. Over. Keith, come on, man. The police also get access to a special light that has dubious legality for the rest of us. And it's right down here. This spotlight lets officers check out dark alleyways and tinted cars from the safety of the driver's seat. It's also very helpful when you're disciplining your son. I know you ate all the cookies, little perp, you little perpy perp. When you buy a retired police car, sometimes the spotlight can be left on it, but you're not allowed to use it like you're a cop, because that's called impersonating a police officer, and that's crime. Then you become...
When you gonna start streaming, man?
I'm already streaming. I've been streaming for like 5 minutes now. Did I not tell you? I might have not. I don't remember. I'm tired.
Bad guy. And then you're put back here. I can't believe I'm in a cop car right now. Last time I was in one of these, it was a very bad day. Let's just say that I wasn't sitting in the front. Okay, the interior of a cop car. Up here, we got one of the coolest parts of the whole thing. This is the Unitrol Series B Smart Controller, the control center that allows the driver and their partner to operate all of the exterior features like the sirens and the lights. I've always wanted to mess around with this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 17 buttons up here and a toggle switch. Now, the toggle switch has 3 settings. That's code 1, code 2, and code 3. Woo, woo, woo! There's bank robbery! We gotta go buck these perps! Oh, cool, takedown! That one shoots missiles. I'm just kidding. It just turns on a light. Hellraiser mode. Down below we have the radio, which is how officers communicate with dispatch, and the main reason you can't get away from the cops. You can maybe outrun this 370 horsepower Interceptor, but you cannot outrun the radio. Excuse me, sir. Your butt is too fat. Mounts in the middle with a magnet that's super strong. Don't put your finger in between the magnet and the thing. I did. It hurts. The Interceptor is also outfitted with mobile digital communicators, really heavy-duty laptops that can swivel back and forth. This is where an officer gets the bulk of their work done. Also in the car, and I'm kind of disappointed that they took it out, is this alligator clip that holds shotgun. You unlock that with this button right here. Besides all of this cop equipment, the driver's compartment is exactly like a Ford Explorer. You got to stay comfortable when you're spending about 80% of your long shift sitting in your car. And that's actually what the officers I've talked to like most about these Interceptors. The old Crown Vics were sedans. They were getting in and out of your car.
No, I'm not. I don't know if Freddie is or not.
Take a toll on your back. Ever since this was introduced, cops all over are talking about how much better their backs feel. Open the back doors, though, and the Interceptor gets a little less time.
Okay, hop on for a little bit.
I don't like this. It could be argued that where I'm sitting right now is what makes a police car a police car. The holding cell. If you are back here, you are having a bad day. But despite being as bare bones as possible, the back of this car is just as advanced as the front. This entire cell is a one-piece unit. From the plastic seat, it flows into the floor, which turns into a partition, walling off whoever's back here from the driver's compartment. It also makes cleanup really easy, should any fluids be expelled. In my case, tears. The windows are barred. That's a relatively new thing.
Okay. See ya.
Relatively new innovation. It unbuckles right here.
Bye.
It buckles down here. This allows the officer to buckle in the perp without reaching over them and exposing themselves to danger. The hinge has been extended so that the rear door opens a full 90 degrees, making it easier to put someone back here that doesn't necessarily want to be back here. It also doesn't have door handles inside. Help! Oh, cute cop car. Now this is where they keep all that fun stuff that they don't want us to play with, like riot gear, duffel bags full of other riot gear, or weapons that they took out. Up here you have your more disposable items, stuff like gloves. Oh, cool, fingerprint kit. Seriously, dude, the fingerprint kit. Dude, sick. Very, very cool. If trunks are your thing, it is worth mentioning